Let's see how to use the library filter in the library module to find images based on certain criteria. Okay, first of all, I need to hit the backslash key, and that will reveal the library filter here at the top of the grid view in the library module. I can also select View and then Show Filter Bar. We see there's three criteria that we use to search with. We have text, attribute, and metadata. None means that. None. That means the filter's turned off, basically. So let's just start with metadata and see how that works. So we can search through entire catalog or a collection or a folder based on the metadata associated with an image. Let me show you what that means. So we have 4 columns showing here. We can show up to 8. And the way to make more criteria appear is a column. If you want to remove columns, you select Remove a Column. But 4 criteria is probably going to be enough for most of you. So let's just start with a camera type. We're gonna search this entire catalog looking for all the cameras that contributed images for this catalog. And we can see there's a few there. I'm going to go ahead and select the D3. And now the next column, I'm going to apply another set of criteria, because right now this is showing all the images down below that were shot using the Nikon D3. But I want to refine my search even more. So let me select another criteria here. Let's select, how about a particular lens, okay? Let's find the lens option. Where is that? There. Okay, and then these are all the lenses associated with that Nikon D3. And I'll go ahead and select this lens here, the 14 to 24 millimeter f2.8, one of my favorite all-time lenses. And now we're down to 22 images, but I want to refine it even more. I'm going to base my search on ISO speed. And let's find all the images that were taken with 800 ISO. So we're down to just one image based on this criteria: the camera, the lens, and the ISO speed. And you can see that there's lots of criteria that you can search for. Everything from the date the image was taken, keywords, if there's a keyword associated with that image, aperture, location, creator. All this criteria is searchable if it exists in the photograph. And it's a really great way to hone in on just the right image. All right, so that's under metadata. Now let me deselect metadata, and let's go to the next method of searching, and that would be attribute. So I'll select attribute, and here we can search based on flag ratings or star ratings or color ratings, and also over here under kind, if an image, for example, is a master photo versus a virtual copy versus a video. Let's say we want to find only the videos in our entire collection or our entire catalog. We can search that way. And it's pretty straightforward. If I select here 5 stars, only those images with 5 stars are going to appear in the grid view. And since the ratings are cumulative, I can make it 5 stars, and then I could give it a color rating and a kind, and it's an accumulative criteria, so we can really hone in on what images we're looking for that way. Okay, so now let's go up to text. That's the final criteria. Now notice what just happened there. My attribute was still selected. I have to be careful now. This was inadvertent, but I'm glad it happened. If attribute is still selected and I choose text now to select or to search for images, both the attribute and the text will be applied. Now, if I had kept metadata selected, that would also, it's a cumulative, it would also be applied. So be careful now, that may not be what you want. So I'm going to deselect attribute and just go by text. And text is pretty straightforward, any searchable field, or you can really zero in on a file name, copy name, title, caption, keywords, etc., and just search that way. You can select contains all or contains. This is just how you can really refine your text search. And when you have those 2 fields set, you type in the word you're searching for, and then Lightroom will make its selection based on that criteria. Let me show you a few more things having to do with the library filter. Look here where it says no filter. We can actually apply a preset or make our own preset. So let's say that we search oftentimes based on camera information. So I'll select that, and you can see now the camera is automatically set in this column. Let's go ahead and choose another one, exposure information. So exposure information, all this information has been preset because that's how the search will take place in this particular preset. And we can create our own preset after we've made our selection in these columns. We save a current setting as a preset, and it will show up here. Another thing that is actually good for users of Lightroom 5, notice now that under metadata, we can now search for smart previews. That's new. So any smart previews can be automatically filtered using the library filter. So when I'm finished using the library filter, I'm going to be sure to select none. Otherwise, I could get confused about what shows up here in my preview window. So the library filter is really powerful. It's really easy to use. And it's just one more way that Lightroom makes it easy to find exactly the image you're looking for.